All right, I am set whenever you're ready.
Full name for the judge pleading middle.
Peter Jones.
Okay, give me a moment here.
What?
All right, sorry about that. I just getting your paperwork.
Okay.
All right.
That's the one that's in debt, though.
Okay. All right. The state is alleging two different charges against you. One of them is disorderly conduct. The other charge is criminal
Why?
damage.
Sorry, I just want to ask one.
The other one is criminal damage. Okay. So there's two charges, and both of them are filed under the domestic violence statute. So you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for your next court date on the 31st of December at 9 o'clock. That's where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to those charges.
Can you write it down?
Just be paper.
No, you'll get a copy of this.
I'll get paper and I'll give you the date, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
I can't use that address anymore.
yeah,
'Cause he
and
said I'm trespassing, even though I didn't trespass. He allowed me to be there.
okay, so you'll get a copy of this, so you'll have the date and time of all that. Your release orders are the following: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court of any address change, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not contact the alleged victims in any manner. Do you understand what I'm telling you? All right. You're allowed to contact them, but not with any unwanted contact, okay?
Never will.
Okay. And I'm also ordering you to pretrial services. So when you're released out of custody, before you walk out, have the detention staff allow you to use the phone.
Do I have a right to, like, ask you?
Yes. Yeah. In a minute. In a minute. Let me make sure I get through this, and then I'll answer any questions you have. So when you're released out of custody, before you leave the facility, since your phone isn't working, I'm ordering you to call the probation department. You're not on probation, but you are on release conditions. So
Right? That's the probation office. Over
Ye-
there.
I'll tell you where it is. I'll tell
yeah,
you where
all you need to you don't need to know where it is. You just need to call them.
Okay.
So when you're released out of custody, which I plan on doing, the detention staff will let you make a phone call. So call and check in. They're going to monitor you between now and the next court date, so on and so forth, until the end of the case, to make sure you're abiding by the release conditions and that you're appearing in court. Do you understand that?
Oh, yeah.
Can you comply with
If I
those?
have a car, I don't have a car. I gotta walk, so.
Okay, but I'm not asking you to go anywhere.
House.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to go anywhere. If you can comply with those orders and you'll show up to court on the date I told you, and I'll send you a copy so you have it, then I'll release you on your own recognizance. Do you understand?
I don't even have pants.
Okay. What question do you have for me?
Why did my dad say I broke the door when he does that every day because he's blind?
Okay, so
He's
right.
blind. I have reading glasses.
Okay, so we don't want to right now. Right now is not the time to discuss the details of the case. All today's hearings for is to inform you of the charges, set your release conditions, and then later you can talk about the case and the details of the case. Okay?
Can I talk to myself about the case?
Can you what?
Can I just be my own lawyer?
Yeah, you can represent yourself. You don't have to get an attorney. Yes. Okay, but right now is not the time to discuss the case. This is only to, again,
Asking questions.
yeah, but the questions are for details of the case, and there's not appropriate to provide here.
I
Okay.
know.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay, that's all I have for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I'll explain more to you. Okay?
You almost done.
No, got two more.
Oh, I can't do it.
No, I won't be doing the globe ones till afterwards.
So if Judge Johnson calls, just tell him.
What's the person? Take it away. Okay. And standing right here.
There, you state your name, please?
Nathaniel Frank.
Okay. All right, sir, is that your full name?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't have a middle name?
Middle name is Lane.
All right, do you have, is it Nathaniel Nathan Lane Frank?
Yeah.
All right, so when you're in court and you get tickets and you're going through a court process and they want your full name, that's the way you need to say it, not just your first and last. It needs your whole name because they're very mixed up in here.
Okay.
So full name, legal name. So anybody that asks for your legal name, that's the way you want to give it. Understood?
Okay. Understood.
All right, sir. All right, sir, the state is alleging 3 charges of a DUI. The first charge is a DUI being impaired to the slightest degree. The second charge is a DUI charge of having a blood or breath alcohol concentration at 0.08 or more. And the final charge is an extreme DUI having a blood or breath alcohol concentration at 0.15 or more. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to trial, and right to counsel. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on the 31st of December at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Depending on how you plead will be what happens next with the court proceedings, and all of those options, as well as the penalty range for all of those charges, will be explained prior to you giving your plea at the next hearing, so you'll be well informed before you give that before you give your plea. Your release conditions are the following: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do you understand those release conditions?
Correct.
Can you comply with those?
Yes.
All right. I'll release you on your own recognizance with your promise to appear. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all I have for you.
Okay.
Sir, are you here for arraignments for defendants in custody, or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I was. I just wanted, my son got arrested this morning. I didn't know.
We're getting ready to see him right now.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Judge, I have Mr. White here. Sorry,
Oh.
I'm going out of order a little bit, but,
Okay. It's not your son.
yep, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
That is Rupert White.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. White, you're in custody. You've been in custody for 10 days because you didn't pay on a case from 2021, a DUI. Do you plan on making payments?
Yes.
Okay. So
Well, actually, I've been there for 12 days. I'm not sure if that counts.
were you arrested for other matters?
No, it was just,
So you were taken into custody on the 27th. You were seeing the judge on the 28th, so that starts your confinement date, and
Oh, okay.
today's the 8th. So if I do that math right, it turns out to a lot.
yeah,
Okay.
that's 11.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to release you as long as you're going to promise to pay. You've made promises many times, and then there's nothing that's happened.
Okay.
And the case is a 2021 case, so it needs to resolve.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'm going to give you some credit for the 10 days that you've been in custody, and then I'm going to order the next $100 payment due on the 28th of December. Okay, so
28th.
so before the end of this month, make sure you get it $100, or I got a warrant trigger, and we'll do this again.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you don't like it in there, do you?
Yeah, I know.
No. All right. So I'm going to release you so you can get out of there.
All right,
with
thank
your
you.
with your promise to pay that $100 by the 28th, and then from that point forward, every 30 days. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any questions at all on any of that, sir?
How much do I have to pay then?
You don't have to pay any today, but $100 before the 28th.
I mean, like my,
Oh, how much is
altogether?
left? I'm reducing it down by $500 because of the time that you served in. So I think that leaves about $700 left on it.
Okay, cool.
All right. Any other questions in that?
That's it, sir.
Okay. All right. You're all set to go.
All right.
Okay. Right here, sir. You step up a bit.
Hi there. Can you state your name, please?
Kean Heron.
All right. The state is alleging one charge of driving under the influence, being impaired to the slightest degree. On that charge, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. It is a misdemeanor violation. You do have family members in the courtroom, so they hear the proceedings that are taking place.
I do?
Correct.
Thank you.
Yep. I've scheduled your arraignment on the 31st of December at 9 a.m. That's where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to that charge. At that time, I'll explain to you the penalty range for the DUI. I'll also explain to you what happens with each of those choices of pleas before you give the plea, so you'll get well informed before you make any decisions. Your release conditions are the following: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, and I'm not releasing you from confinement. I'm going to release you today, but not until after 5 o'clock p.m. The reason for that is, since this incident occurred this morning, I got to make sure that you're able to function in society. So that's why the delayed release.
You're all right. Thank you, sir.
Yep. When you are released from custody, I need you to contact the probation department. You're not on probation, but you are on release conditions. So there's a phone number that will be provided for you. So when you get released, you use your cell phone, call them, and they'll tell you what the requirements are. You must comply with their requirements, which is basically reporting to them and letting them know that you're going to court, and they'll monitor you to make sure you're following these release conditions. Any violation of that, they report to the court, and a warrant could be issued for you and your release be revoked. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Can you comply with those release conditions?
I can, sir.
And you'll show up to court as ordered?
On the 31st, yes, sir.
Yeah, and you'll get a copy too, so you don't have to try to remember it all, but I'll have all this information given to you. So we'll release you on your own recognizance with those promises, but it will be after 5 o'clock p.m.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Any questions at all?
No, sir.
All right, you're all set. Have a good one.
Thank you, Judge.
You betcha. And then the other ones are in Globe, right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, I'll send these to you right away because they got other hearings that are taking place, and then I'll get the other Globe ones done later.
Okay, and I did send that one for for Cade to you and also to pretrial, so that's already been done. Just so that's the 9 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, I think actually my bailiff went over and picked up the hard copies too, so.
Yeah, I had them over there. The only thing I hadn't done was the dispo on the second arrest, but we can get that to the court anytime. So
Okay, yep, sounds good.
all right, thank you, sir.
Bye.
You can send me the paperwork.
Okay, we'll do.
All right.